Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today this is our third class of communication, our unit 4 of UGCNET and MHSET syllabus, paper 1. So today we will be understanding what are the 7 C's of effective communication. This is quite an easy topic. You will have to remember some examples with each and every term so that you can relate to it and recall it during your examination. You can expect questions from this topic in MHSET as well as your UGCNET examination. So let's get started. First C of the communication is our clarity. So clarity is also known as clear. Okay, clarity is also known as clear. Now what do you mean by clear? What do you mean by clarity? For example, now I'm teaching you this topic of effective communication, 7 C's of effective communication, and I am explaining it to you. I have written it also, but if I'm not able to clearly explain the message or whatever the concept is, I'm not able to explain it to you, do you think the front person or you, the students, will be able to understand it? If I'm not able to explain it to you that what is 7 C's and what is clarity or what is conciseness. For example, if I'm saying don't pay much attention on 7 C's of communication, it is very easy, don't revise it also, and then in the next class I'm telling you all that so many questions are expected from 7 C's of effective communication. There are a lot of PYQs on effective communication. So have I given you the clarity? In previous class I'm saying it is very easy, don't pay attention, and now in next class I'm saying you that many questions are expected from 7 C's and there are a lot of PYQs from 7 C's. So is there a clarity? I have confused you, right? You won't understand as to what we should do, as to what you should do. Should you learn this topic or you should not learn this topic? That means I am confusing you. Another example, I am saying y'all MHSET and UGCNET examination is very difficult. You need to concentrate. You should not use social media, and you should avoid using Netflix, Amazon Prime and any such OTT platforms. You should only focus on your studies. And at the same time I'll ask you that kindly follow my Instagram handle, kindly follow my page on Facebook, or there's one very good series launching or coming soon on Netflix. You should binge watch it. I have binged watched and it's amazing. I'm going to give you spoilers of that series. So what am I doing? Again, I'm confusing you, right? On one hand I'm saying don't use social media, stay away from all these OTT platforms, and in second class I'm saying you that follow my Instagram, follow my Facebook, or I have watched certain series on Netflix, you should also watch it. So what is this? Again, I'm confusing you. You are not understanding what am I exactly going to say, what I should say, what is the motto, right? So basically I am confusing you. So if I am confusing you, will our communication be effective? Will you even attend my classes if I am going to confuse you? I won't give you a clarity. My explanation is not clear enough. No, obviously you won't, right? So in communication, first point to make the communication effective is clarity. That is also known as clear. Okay. Now, second is concise. Concise or conciseness. Now, what do you mean by concise? Concise means if I can explain you in a very short manner, if I can just give a keyword to you, right? As we had seen in characteristics of communication, I had given you an example of a doctor and a patient in mutual understanding, right? So if I just say the word doctor, or I say doctor and patient example, so you will immediately remember, recollect all the concepts of mutual understanding, what I had told you exactly in mutual understanding, right? But instead of that, if I wouldn't have given you that example, and I would have wrote some 5 to 6 lines or 2 to 3 paragraphs on mutual understanding, would have that helped you? No, you will not even read that whatever I'll write, because everyone prefers that instead of writing 2 to 3 paras, ma'am, can you explain this concept in short so that we can remember for a long time? Right? That is what we do in UGC exam also, or MHSET exam also. To cover our syllabus, we make the notes in short manner, in crisp manner, in concise manner, so that at the time of revision we can revise it quickly. Now, in previous class, I had explained you process of communication. So what I had told you that I won't be explaining you through slides. I'll just draw a diagram and I'll explain it to you. It is going to be very easy. So what I did, the entire process of communication, the entire topic of process of communication, I explained it to you in a concise manner by using diagram. With the help of diagram, I explained it to you in a short manner so that you will be able to remember it for a long period. Now, one more example which we can take for conciseness is, we have all seen our political leaders. They will give 2 to 3 hours long speech whenever, especially when the voting period is around. During that period, you will see in Hindi, what do they say? प्रचार करेंगे वो लोग, right? ये पार्टी वो पार्टी, ये करेंगे वो करेंगे. But what is the point? Why are they doing this? Why are they repeating the same thing? We'll do this, we'll do that, blah blah blah. So many things they are going to say. But what is the point behind that? The point is that they need votes from us. So they should just say that we need vote, because as it is, whatever they promise to fulfill, they are not going to fulfill. All the words, all the sentences, all the speeches that they are giving is just to engage people so that they'll come and vote them, in a hope that all these promises are going to get fulfilled. But are these promises going to get fulfilled? No, never. It might be just in our dreams that it gets fulfilled. So it is always better to explain or mention or write in a concise manner, in a short manner, in a brief manner, so that it can be understood easily and the communication is effective. Now, the next C of our effective communication is concreteness. Concreteness, what do you mean by concreteness? Concreteness means, the most important word in concreteness which you have to remember is facts. Okay? What is the important word that you need to remember for effective communication, concreteness? It is facts. Now, what do you mean by facts? Whatever I am trying to communicate with you. For example, the 7 C's of effective communication. These are the facts. In any MHSET UGCNET educators lecture which you are going to attend, you will find these facts: concreteness, clarity, conciseness, correctness, etc., etc. No one is going to teach you some another C. Everyone is going to teach you the same 7 C's. The explanation, the way to explain it is going to differ from educator to educator, but the content, the 7 C's will be the same for each and every educator. No one is going to add any other C as per their choice, right? So that itself means concreteness, that whatever the facts are, the important details are. What are the important facts and details of 7 C's? The clarity, conciseness, concreteness, correctness, coherent, courteous, complete. These are the 7 C's. Besides that, the way of explanation. If someone is giving some explanation which is out of the context, or it is not related to these 7 C's, so is it helpful? No. You are going in different way. You are not explaining what is related to topic. Right? So this is what concreteness means. Whatever the topic is saying, or whatever it has to say, whatever the facts are mentioned in that topic, you need to keep the focus on that topics only. You can't give examples which are not related to this topic. So if you give examples which are not related to this topics, is your communication concrete? No. Will students understand it? No. So concreteness means everything should be related to the facts and facts only, so that your focus, your message is communicated effectively. Got it? Understood? Now next is correctness. Now correctness, there are very funny examples for correctness, because as they have mentioned it here also, that any grammatical, factual, technical or any other errors. Now what do you mean by grammatical and factual and all such errors? You're so funny. Okay, this is one sentence. And you're so funny. This is another sentence. Now, can anyone tell me what is you're so funny and what is the difference between you are so funny? You can write it in the comment section also if you have understood what the difference is. So, you're so funny. You're so funny. This first you're, it means that funny is yours. Okay, now first one, you're so funny. What does that mean? It means that funny तुम्हारा है. Okay, this is the meaning. कि funny तुम्हारा है. And this second one, you're so funny. What does that mean? कि तुम funny हो. Means तुम बड़े मजाकिया हो. और first sentence, you're so funny. What does that mean? कि मजाकिया तुम्हारा है. Does this make any sense to you? The first sentence? No. But does the second sentence makes sense to you? Yeah, you're so funny. That means तुम funny हो, तुम मजाकिया हो, तुम हंसमुख हो. Anything. But when you use the right punctuation, you write apostrophes, it makes a lot of difference in communication. So that is what correctness means. That how you are using the language, the grammatical pauses, the grammatical attributes, technical attributes, how you are using for your communication, because the grammatical attributes, the technical parts change the entire meaning of the sentence. Got it? So this first your means an adjective basically. Now I am not going to start a grammar class or an English class here, but just for reference I am telling you. Your means it's an adjective. Okay, that laptop is yours, or that purse is yours, or the book is yours. So it shows that that thing is belonging to you. Now funny, how does it belongs to you? It is not an, first of all, it's not a thing, right? It's a trait. And the second your with an apostrophe means you are. It's a combination of two words, you and are. So that tells something. If you are so smart, you are so intelligent, you are always angry. Okay? So you and are, these are the two different words which forms your. And first one is only your. So first one, it should be your bag is cool, or is that your bag? Okay, your bag is cool, is that your bag? I hope you have understood. There was one more example of you know that already, that let's eat dad. Okay, and the second one would be let's eat dad. So what the first one means कि चलो पप्पा वो खाते हैं. How wrong does that sound, right? Why does it sound wrong? Because there is a mistake in your comma. Just by a comma, the whole meaning of sentence changes. Now this is the right sentence and this is the wrong sentence. Let's eat dad. What does this mean? कि चलो पापा खाना खाते हैं. And let's eat dad. What does that mean? It means चलो पापा को खाते हैं. Got it? So the first sentence is wrong because you haven't used a comma. That is a mistake. And the second one, where you put the comma, the whole meaning of the sentence changes. So this is basically the meaning of correctness. What does correctness actually mean? So I hope you have understood what does correctness means. Okay. Now we'll take a look at another C of the effective communication, which is completeness. Now, what do we mean by completeness? Completeness means all the information should be given to the person whom you are communicating with. If you have not given the complete information, then communication is not effective. For example, if you have to go to, suppose, a dentist, you have a tooth pain and you need to go for a checkup. You call at the clinic and you take an appointment. And the receptionist there, she tells you, yes, the doctor arrives by like say 10 in the morning, so you can come. She gives you this information, and then the next day you take a leave from your workplace or office, and you go for your checkup. And when you arrive the clinic, the receptionist there, she says that yeah, doctor arrives by 10, that is right, but I can't give you an appointment because you have not collected the token. So then what you will do? You will get very angry that you have wasted a day and you have come for the checkup, and now she is saying that you need to collect a token before visiting the clinic. So what is this case? This case is of completeness, where the complete information was not given to the patient by the receptionist. She didn't tell you that before coming for the actual appointment, you need to come and collect a token. Then only your appointment will be booked. Or for example, this is my personal example. I had to collect my certificates from the Pune University. So I had called them up and I had mentioned it to them clearly that I need to come and collect my certificates and results and everything. So what are the office timings and what are the documents needed? When should I come and collect the papers, the certificates and the results? So the receptionist there, she told me that yes ma'am, you can come around 11 and till 1, and after that is our lunch, after that so and so timings. This was what she told me. So I was like, okay, fine. And I went there next day and there was no one. The entire section of the results department was empty. So I got very angry. I was like, what the hell? Like, I just confirmed yesterday and you gave me this timing and there's no one today. So from where should I collect my results? So the receptionist told, yes ma'am, the timings are correct, but today we are having some programs, some functions of university. So everyone has gone there. So today no one is there to give the results. And I was so angry that why didn't you tell me this yesterday, that today such things are going to take place and there won't be anyone. Means if I'm calling and asking you that I need to collect my results, that means I'll be coming tomorrow, right? So this is the case of what? Completeness, where the complete information is not given to you, where the complete information is not given to you. Okay, you can now, how I am giving you examples and how I am relating it to my life. Now if you search on Google, there are ample of examples related to all the C's, all the 7 C's. So even I go through such examples. I go through the examples which my educators used to give me, and I do some analysis as to, is this example related to my real life also. As I told you just now, I gave an example of the university. So you can also, when you're learning, you can also relate it to your real life examples, so that you will be able to retain it. Okay, you will be able to retain it for a longer period of time. Now let's see the sixth C of effective communication. Actually, there's one mistake. Consideration is not 7C, so you can omit it in your notes also if you are going to write it, that the sixth C is not consideration. The sixth C, I'll just write it here for you. The sixth C is coherent. Okay, now what does coherent means? Just when you will be preparing the notes for 7Cs, just note it down that consideration is not the 7th C or the 6th C or whichever C, it is coherent. Now for example, what is coherent? I'll first tell you an example of what is coherent or what is coherence, and then I'll write few sentences so that when you get the PDF, you can relate to it. So, for example, now I am saying that Ram is very studious, he's very intelligent, and he scores always 90 to 95 marks in his subjects. So he's brilliant, he's a brilliant student. Okay. So this makes sense, right? Wait, I'll just make it a bit more clear for you. I'll write it here. Coherent. First example, that Ram is very intelligent. He's very intelligent and studious. Let's add studious also. Okay, he's very intelligent and studious. So he scored around, say, 95% in exams. Okay. So now when you read both these sentences, it makes sense for you, right? Because Ram is intelligent and he's studious. Studious means he'll do his assignments, he'll do the revision, he'll make proper notes. So because of all of these things, he can score 95% in his exams. Now, if I write, instead of writing this second sentence, now for example, forget, I have not written this second sentence, and second sentence I have written, he is always watching TV. Okay. Now just read these two sentences together, that Ram is very intelligent, he is studious, and he is always watching TV. So what does this say about Ram? How come this is linked with his studies, or how come this is linked with his intelligence? Are there any connections between these two sentences? No, there are no connections between these two sentences, whereas there are corrections. I am saying correction. There is a connection between these two sentences. I just highlight it for you so that you will be able to understand a bit better. Why is this not working? I'll write it in red. That this sentence, he is always, this sentence, he is always watching TV, is not at all relatable to this sentence. But he is very intelligent, he scored around 95% in exams. These two sentences are relatable. There is a connection between them. It is logical also. It is logical and it is, you can say, easy to understand. You can relate it. It is relatable as well. If the two sentences are not relatable, that means what? They are not coherent, and it is not an effective way of communication. For coherent, you need there should be some logic, or it should be relatable, and it should be easy to understand, basically. Got it? Now the last C of communication, of effective communication, is courtesy. Now what do you mean by courtesy? Courtesy means that you need to be little humble, little polite, little empathetic, friendly. Yeah, friendly is given here. That means whenever you're talking to someone, if you say, oh please can you pass me the glass of water, or can you reserve the seat for me, or would you like to exchange our seats? If you are polite, the person in front of you will be willing voluntarily to do it. But if you're not polite, if you are rude, if you're harsh on them, give me that glass of water, you don't understand, I want to sit on that seat, I want that window seat, you have to exchange it with me. If you are in this aggressive tone, or if you're so harsh and rude, why would that person do it? Even if your own relative or family member won't do that for you, right? So courtesy is an important C of our effective communication, that whenever you're communicating, you should be a bit empathetic, you should be polite, soft, you should be nice. Basically, even if you don't know that person, even if you're angry or something like that, you should try to communicate in a very calm, gentle manner with the front person. I guess today we have learned a lot, like 7 C's, and you have to note it down because it is very important from an exam point of view. So what you will do is note down each and every C, that is all the 7 C's, and just write the examples, or write it in a small manner, in a concise manner, what we have learned today, in a concise manner. How I have written here: coherent means logical or relatable or easy. Or if you want to write the examples which I have given you, you can write it that. If you have your own examples, you can write it that as well. But make sure you're writing it in 7 lines. There are 7 C's, so you should only write it in 7 lines. Don't go beyond 7 lines. Okay? So that is the homework. I won't say homework, but that is the part of your work which you need to do from your end till we meet in the next class. And yeah, that's it for today. If you liked this video, what I have taught in this video, the way I have explained it to you, please make sure you are hitting the like button, you are hitting the subscribe button, you are commenting it, you are sharing it with your friends. Those who have not joined the Telegram channel, kindly join the Telegram channel. All the links are given in the description box. And yes, I'll meet you in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye. Have a nice day.